Welcome to the Install program. For more information on system requirements, please press the More button. We have a number of educational programs available. Would you like information about our other programs? Your new program has been successfully installed.
China's written history extends back at least 3,000 years, making it the world's oldest continuous civilization. Now the most heavily populated country on Earth, with more than 1 billion citizens, this Far Eastern nation is proud of a heritage that includes some of the world's finest works of art and literature. Ancient China remained untouched by foreign influences for thousands of years. Isolated by mountain ranges and vast deserts, the Chinese did not even realize that other civilizations existed until 126 BC. The ancient Chinese were originally hunters and fishers. They lived along the Huanghe and Gongzhong rivers in northern and central China as early as 5000 BC. They settled in these fertile regions and became farmers. The Chinese civilization grew and thrived over thousands of years and developed its own culture of arts, philosophy, and science. For more than 2,000 years, a 6th century philosopher shaped Chinese thought. This influential thinker, named Confucius, believed that subjects must blindly follow their ruler, and that sons and daughters must maintain strict allegiance to their parents. In some ways, the lives of people in Chinese villages today are not very different from those of their ancestors 2,000 years ago. During the summer, small children in ancient China often wore only an apron tied at the waist and the neck. By the time they were 3 or 4, they dressed the same way as adults. Both men and women usually wore a robe or tunic over trousers. Wealthy people wore leather shoes or silk slippers, while poorer Chinese had wooden clogs or straw sandals. In winter, everyone relied on clothes rather than heat to keep warm. As a result, thick quilted coats were popular with men and women of all ages. Clothing among the rich and poor Chinese people was very different. Poor peasant farmers wore tunics and trousers made of hemp, a rough fabric made of plant fibers. The wealthy enjoyed beautifully decorated robes of silk. Family was very important.
Most peasant farmers
In China, dinner time was not a family occasion. The men and
Poor people lived on a diet of. Throughout its history, the Chinese
the Aztecs lived in Mexico. In many societies,
Aztec men.
Wives were
Az-
when European explorers arrived in America.
The Plains people.
Many of us
Plains people tried. Once horses came to the plain.
in good years.
Plains peoples.
Many tribes.
The Rom between 17
When you read the word Vikings,
The Viking civilization began about 800 AD and lasted until about 1100 AD. The Vikings consisted of the Nordic people coming from the Scandinavian area. Scandinavia contains a landscape filled with natural beauty, with its majestic fjords, mountains, waterfalls, and beautiful countryside. Unfortunately, much of this striking land was difficult for the Vikings to survive on. The rough terrain of the fjords and the cold climate made it difficult to cultivate the land. This may have contributed to the expansion of the Viking Empire. The Viking expansion began an era of great terror when the Vikings were feared throughout Europe for their raiding and warlike ways. The newer family of gods.
hello, I'm the world. And South America. The islands where the Aztecs founded their city was situated. Hello,
The Mongols ruled the largest empire the world has known, stretching from the Korean peninsula to the borders of Hungary. Much of the area was remote mountains and steppes, but the Mongols also controlled the valuable trade routes linking West Asia to the Far East. During the 9th century, the Hindu kings of Java built a huge temple complex at Prambanan. The buildings are mainly ornate temples to be viewed from the outside only. The Great Temple here contains 8 shrines, with the main 3 dedicated to Shiva, Brahma, and Vishnu. Other temples house statues of Hindu deities, such as Ganesha.
Hello, I'm the world-famous archaeologist, Professor... Wow! We can use this wall to learn what the writing of this civilization might have looked like. Try typing your name or another secret message using the keyboard or by clicking on the letters below with your mouse. If you want to print your message, select the Options button and then select Print. To erase the... Isn't this interesting? 2 different styles of Native American dwellings. A map. Help me figure out where each of these items belongs on the map by dragging their icons onto the correct red markers. Oops! Sorry. That's right. That's not quite right. Sorry. Not quite. Try again. That's not quite right. Try again. Try again. Sorry. Try again. Try again. Super. Too bad I didn't bring my basketball. Be some great time for some hoops. Oh, this looks like a memory test. Help me match the pic... Excellent! That's not quite right. Oops. Sorry. Sorry. Try again. Well, no. Oops. That's not quite right. Oops. Well, no. That's right. Not quite. Excellent. Excellent. Try again. Great. Great. Do you think there's someone in here? Hello? What's that on the wall? Hello? Wow! We can use this wall to learn what the writing of this civilization might have looked like. Try typing your name or another secret message using the keyboard or by clicking on the letters below with your mouse. If you want to print your message, select the Options button and then select Print. To erase the wall, click on the Clear Wall. Bum 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 ba-da-dee da da dum bum. Oh, that's smart. Oh, that's smart. A map. Help me figure out where each of these items belongs on the map. Didn't look this big from outside. Oh, this looks like a memory test. Help me match the picture tiles to the tiles describing the pictures. If you need more help, select the Help button at the top of the screen. Well, no. Try again. Oops. That's right. Well, no. Smashing! Sorry. Super. Sorry. That's right. Excellent. Superb. Bum bum ba bum bum ba ba ba. Hello. To learn how to use an app. Well, aren't we brave? Help me figure out when each of these inventions was first used. Well, no. Well, no. That's not quite right. Oops. Oops. Super duper. Well, no. Sorry. Brilliant! That's not quite right. Super duper. Sorry. That's not quite right. Super. Superb. Brilliant! Try again. That's not quite right. Superb. Oh, this looks like... Well, no. Well, no. Excellent. Try again. Oops. Try again. Excellent. Sorry. Try again. Sorry. Well, no. Excellent. Super. That's not quite right. That's not quite right. Smashing. Excellent. Player 1, please choose your champion from those shown on the left. After you have chosen, please select the Professor Diggs, world-famous archaeologist and your guide to the world of great civilizations. Alexander Xerxes, an Olympic athlete. A citizen of Athens, Alexander competes in the decathlon. Harlus Shagus. As a member of the Roman army, he fought under Augustus Caesar, the first emperor of Rome. Sven Oxenspleen, a skilled shipbuilder and trader. He also terrorized Europe when he and fellow berserkers raided towns and monasteries for treasure and food. Marzi Little Squirrel, a member of the Sioux Nation. She helped guide the first European explorers across the Northern Territories. Tilalo Zadtitl, an Aztec warrior. He commands Montezuma's elite royal guard. Princess Hiroskis, a member of Egyptian royalty. Born into the Ptolemaic dynasty, she is related to the great Egyptian queen Cleopatra. Nurhaki Zeng, a scholar, philosopher, and engineer. He helped to build the Great Wall of China. Player 1, get ready for your question. The computer players are now taking their turn. Player 1, get ready for your question. The computer players are now taking their turn. Player 1, get ready for your question. The computer players are now taking their turn. Player 1, get ready for your question. Hello. Bum, bum. Let's go over to the wall. A map. Help me figure out where... You know, I don't think there's a bad seat in the house. I'm having so much... I think that on the right is a Roman bath, and on the left is a mausoleum. Oh, this looks... Sorry. Oops. Great Caesar's ghost! Oh, it is. Hello. I get the strangest feeling, like I'm being watched. Did you hear something? What a beautiful building. Hello. What's that on the wall? Da-da-dee, da-da-da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Interesting. This is a Hello. Now look at that map. A map. Oh, look, there's a wall in here. Wow! Welcome to Exploring Civilizations, an exciting interactive program which allows you to explore the world of over 40 great civilizations. I'm Professor Diggs, and I'll be your guide while you use this program. This screen is the main menu screen. This is your home base while you explore the world of civilizations. You can return to this screen at any time by selecting the main menu button, which appears in the upper left of the screen. Selecting the introduction